All right, I've got the Manticore out for the first time at this park that has been an absolute honey hole for me through the years with my Equinox 600. This is one of the few places in town where I can go and I might be able to find something from the 1800s. So I've come back. Earlier this spring I found a couple of silvers that I just never thought I'd ever find in here again. Let's see if the Manticore opens it up. Very first target out of the hole. This was in the mid 50s, 4 bars deep. I put the hole back because I couldn't find it. I found a nail. And then when I put the hole back, this was here. This is going to be the first ever Indian head penny with the Manticore. Nice. There you see it. I said this is a place where you could go back to the 1800s. And guess what we did on the very first hole? We went to the 1800s. There it is. I can't make that out. 1895, I want to say. Let me take a better look at it. Yep, I'm going to say 1895. Here at Dirt Life Detecting, Indian head penny in the ground. Gotta love it. I have been over this ground and over this ground, and right here I had a 24 signal and I pulled out can slaw. That opened up a nice mid-80s tone right here. That is going to be a wheat penny. Let's get a year for you here. Can you read that? 1909. Guess what? First year wheat penny, because there are no other O's. Let me get that cleaned up a little better. All right, that's a first year wheat penny, 1909. Unfortunately, there's no S underneath the 1909, so we're just gonna have to keep going and see if we can find one of those S VDBs one of these days here at Dirt Life Detecting. Gotta love it. Boy, you can tell that's old. Look at how much that has bubbled up over time and corroded. I don't think it was a skeleton key. Do you have any ideas what it might have been with that crude made handle on the end of it right there? If you got any ideas, put them in the comments below. Well, this was a mid-20s right next to a pull tab. This is not a pull tab. This is going to be a buffalo nickel. All right, see if we can get a date off of it for you here. Zoom in there. Is there going to be a date on that one? Do you see a date? Oh, it wants to come through, doesn't it? Let me see if I can get it cleaned up just a little bit more. Well, based on that, I'm thinking it's going to be a 1917 right there, which is a nice early buffalo nickel. So we'll take that. Gotta love it here at Dirt Life Detecting. This was coming up in the high 40s on the Manticore. I thought at first it was a ring, possibly because of the edge. Then I thought it was a washer. Then I pulled it out. I think it's a cool... What is that, a vintage button or what? Look at that. From the back side, it completely looks like a washer. Are those ball bearings? I'm not 100% certain on that. We'll get it home and check it out better. All right, this one was ringing up in the 90s, 4 to 5 bars deep all the way around. I'm pretty sure I've got one here. It's in this dirt clod. Let's find it together. It's right there. What in the world? It's not. What is that? What? What? It's like a lid. It's like a lid to something. You gotta be kidding me. It's like an old medicine lid or something like that. All right, let's keep going. All right. There you see it right there. I hope it's what I think it is. It was ringing up in the mid-50s, and the only other Indian head penny I dug with this the other day was in the mid-50s. Let's see if I'm right. Now it's going to be a wheat penny. Now why in the world do wheat pennies on the Manticore ring up anywhere from the 50s to the 90s? And this is going to be a 1919S. What is going on here? I'm going to have to check that hole again, see if something else is bringing that signal down. Well, right underneath this plug is another plug that I dug, just like the 1909 earlier, where I was having to remove some can slaw out of the hole. I got right next to it an 80s signal. I pulled an Arrowhead tip out of there and thought, man, that was it. And then as I was putting the dirt back, this popped out. It's another wheat penny, 1940s. Can you read the date? 47D, I do believe. Let's keep going. Well, this was ringing up in the upper 20s on the Manticore, and as you can see, if I can stay out of the sun, that's a difficult thing to do. It's a vintage button with a design on it. I don't see any naming on it whatsoever. So we'll take a vintage button though. Let's keep going. All right, ringing up in the 70s is going to be another wheat penny. Certain of that. It's got some green patina to it. Yep. See if we can get you a date off of this one. See what she'll be. Yeah, will that be helpful? Take my sunglasses off. You hear way too much of that phrase, don't you? And I can't see a thing on there just yet. Do you see anything? 1930 maybe? Let me find out. Yep, if you catch it at just the right angle, you can see that it's 1930. I'm not sure I'm getting the right angle here, but you get the idea. Well, here's the Manticore for you. I was digging a solid 70 tone, and it was right on the non-ferrous bar. I thought for sure it had to be a coin. I first dug out an old rusted bottle cap. Then I dug out a nail. I put it away thinking, is that it? Swung back over the hole, realized that I'd left a coin laying right there on the top. Here's your coin right here. A 1941 wheat penny right there. All right, let's keep going. Well, this is kind of cool. That was ringing up in the mid-50s on the Manticore, and I dug it. It was 3 bars down. Dug it, maybe thinking it might be a Indian head penny, but it's not an Indian head penny. Let's get a little spray on that and clean it up a little bit, shall we? we'll just take care of it right there. Let's see here. Anything to it? Yeah, it's, you know, it's obviously modern, but cool nonetheless. And it goes back in the hole. All right, let's keep going. Well, this was a 25-26 4 bars deep, and I don't normally show Jefferson nickels, but that one's a nice early date, 1947 on that.